Good morning, Renew Kids and Renew Parents. This is Auntie Carol bringing you Bible stories with Auntie Carol. Last week, I read the story about the beginning and how God created all these things that are up here and how he also created Adam. And so today, we're going to read about Adam and Eve, and we're going to also read about the sneaky snake. And the Adam and Eve, you'll find it in your parents' Bible in Genesis chapter 2, and about the sneaky snake in Genesis chapter 3. Adam and Eve. God had planted a beautiful garden for Adam in a place called Eden. A river flowed through the garden. You see the river flowing through the garden and all the beautiful vegetation all around, the flowers and the trees. And pay special attention to that tree. Our color for this week is going to be green. I need you to find things around the house that are the color green, like you did last week for the color blue. Adam loved his new home. His job was to name all the animals and care for the garden. Adam loved all the animals, but he could not find a friend that was just right for him. So God created a woman. Adam named her Eve. She was just right for Adam. Adam and Eve loved each other. Together, they took care of God's garden. You see them? All right. The sneaky snake. Many trees grew in the Garden of Eden. God told Adam and Eve, "You may eat the fruit from any tree except for one. Never eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil." So how many trees could they not eat from? Yes, one. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now there was a sneaky snake in the garden. One day the snake saw Eve near the special tree. It hissed, "Did God really tell you not to eat the fruit from this tree?" Did God tell them that they could eat the fruit from that tree? Yes or no? All right, we'll see. The snake wanted Eve to disobey God. So the answer, if he said not to eat, then you're correct. It said you should try some of this tasty fruit. If you eat it, you will be like God. You will be able to tell the difference between good and evil. The fruit looked tasty. Eve remembered what God had said, but she ate the fruit anyway. Then Eve gave some to Adam. He took a bite too. That's sort of like when your parents tell you that you can't do something, but you disobey and you do it anyway. That's what Adam and Eve did, is similar to that. And what do you think that's called when you disobey God and when you disobey your parents? Yes, sin. That's sin. As the sun was going down, Adam and Eve heard God walking through the garden. He was looking for them. Adam and Eve had hid among the trees. They were afraid. And when you do things that you're not supposed to do, that you know that your parents have said not to do, you're afraid also, right? "What have you done?" God asked. "Did you eat the fruit from the forbidden tree?" Adam said, yes, but Eve gave it to me. Eve said, yes, but the snake tricked me. That's almost like when you do something that your parents told you not to do, but your friends, they're allowed to do it. So you have to remember, you have to obey your parents. And your friends, they obey their parents. God told the snake, because of what you did, you will always crawl on your belly. Then he told Adam and Eve, because you disobeyed me, you can no longer live in the garden. Adam and Eve left the garden. God placed angels and a flaming sword to guard the entrance. Adam and Eve would not be allowed in the garden again. Now, next week, we're not going to read Noah's Ark. Next week, we're going to go all the way to the New Testament. Remember I mentioned the New Testament before? And we're going to read the story of Jesus is arrested and crucified. And then we're going to also read about Jesus is risen, because next week is going to be Easter. And this week is Palm Sunday. But next week we'll read this for Easter. So bye. You guys stay safe. All right, until next Sunday.